Hey, what's going on? Cronus is back here with
Johnny Lujan.
And this is another JitsCast. Finally, we got a video on the mat, so you know I'm not bullshitting saying that I do jiu-jitsu. Yeah, so I'm here sweaty. We rode a little bit. We had some fun. But first things first, before I get into who Johnny is, why I'm having on the podcast, Mauricio was supposed to be on this podcast because he had a major announcement, but he had to go train for their announcement. So
are you waiting for him to make the announcement?
No, I mean, he signed the contract, right? So, all right, so he's going to be fighting Josh Koshcheck at Bellator MMA, which is going to be his biggest fight to date, I think. So a little bit, let's make sure we're in the middle. And it's going to be on February 17th.
Yep,
so
that's be there, San Jose.
Yeah, so it should be a great fight. Josh Koshcheck is a pretty good fighter. I don't like him on a personal level. I think he's kind of douchey, but I don't know him in real life. He just seems douchey from what I've seen on Ultimate.
A lot of people, and that's kind of everyone's opinion almost that I know.
Yeah, but he could be a nice guy. I don't fucking know.
He's a good fighter though.
Yeah,
he'll be a good test.
He whooped my ass. So.
He whooped my ass.
Yeah. All right, so that's the major announcement. So yeah, hopefully I'll get him on the podcast soon. But he's got duties to. He's got to cut weight. He's got to train. Johnny was here today teaching the class. Thank you very much.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. So yeah, tell us a little about yourself. What belt are you? What got you into jiu-jitsu?
You guys know I'm Johnny. Moved from Texas. Started back in June of 2009. So I've been doing this for almost 8 years. Wow. I'm a 4-stripe purple belt. Done a lot of tournaments. Trained a long time. Have one amateur MMA bout under my belt.
And that one was special.
And that one was special. I proposed to my wife in that ring after I won. Been at third in the first. But
how'd you win?
Rear naked choke.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Some jits in there.
Yeah, had some jits after I almost got knocked out, but hey, wow. Muscle memory.
Yeah.
But so got here in 2013, and I've been with Mauricio, almost 3 years now.
Wow, you've been here for that long. It seems like just the other day you got
That's
here.
what me and Mauricio were just talking about.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, June of 2014.
Yeah, wow. Because I started in September of 2013. So yeah, you got here a couple months after I started training. Yeah. So yeah.
All my stripes are from Mauricio. So.
Oh, awesome.
Working
good
there.
Stuff. It's fun to roll with you because you're quick. You're lighter than me. Most people here are lighter than me anyway. But
well, you're losing it, man.
Yeah, I'm losing it. Yeah,
you're going to become one of the light guys pretty soon.
Yeah. I'm trying to. In January, I'm going to shoot for 170. So not very far away.
We're about the same weight.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. So today we went over some back defense. So I think I've been talking about on the past couple podcasts is working on defense because. I mean, if you have a pretty shitty defense, your offense really doesn't matter. So
not at all.
Yeah, because you're going to meet somebody that has a better offense than you, and if you don't know what to do, you're kind of fucked. So
exactly.
So let's go over what you went over for the back defense. Like, what are your key points to defending your back?
I like to depends on the position, of course, but I like to keep a nice wide base if I'm in turtle position. I keep a nice wide base. There's a lot of people that like to roll you over. They have their wrestling. They like to grab the ankle, then pull you in, and they like to get to side control.
So they can roll you. That's fine. Just don't hit the mic.
Yeah. But yeah, I like to keep a nice wide base. I grab what's grabbing me. Whatever is about to choke me, I'm going to grab it so I don't get choked. Quick explosive movements so they can't expect too much stuff.
That grabbing the arm was actually really key when I was doing the drill.
Yeah.
We were trying to actually go for the choke,
Yeah.
And we couldn't get it. So we kept the sleeve. We kept grabbing this sleeve and pulling down and in, and it's super hard to get the choke.
It is.
Yeah.
That's actually a Mauricio Alonso trick.
Nice.
So got that from him. It saved me a lot of times in tournaments and training. You pull that gi down, and it's really hard to choke if you're pulling your arm down. So you grab what's grabbing you is basically the easiest way I can explain it, and it saves you. It really does.
Nice. And you use your head more than anybody I know in jiu-jitsu you use your head as part of your base.
I do. I got that mainly from my MMA in Texas. Nice. A lot of guys were Oklahoma wrestlers. They were Texas wrestlers. A lot of MMA guys out there, really good guys. But they end up using their head a lot. They were using their head against me and pushing my chin away or moving some of my limbs out of the way, or they would triangle up when I was trying to sweep them. And I kind of adopted it, and it works. Not all the time. It's jiu-jitsu, but what works for you keep it. And it seems like a lot of guys. See, Ali's over there using it right now.
Yeah.
So it works. And it's every part of your body you can use in jiu-jitsu. So might as well not leave it out, right?
Yeah, it's frustrating when it's not. It is kind of frustrating when I'm rolling with you and I think I'm getting a sweep and all of a sudden, boom, your head's there. I'm like, what the fuck? You can't use that, but you can.
You can, yeah. Might as well use every part, Don't leave anything out.
Yeah, because I like when somebody has me in side control, I like grabbing over. I usually like grabbing the belt and just ripping them over. And with you use your head as a base, and you'll get stuck like straight up sometimes, and I can't get you all the way over.
And it works,
Yeah.
So it's something that I'm not gonna just throw out. I got to keep with it and see what else comes with it.
Where did you train in Texas?
I trained in Killeen. So a lot of guys in Killeen is kind of the
Where
mid part,
is that?
Central
No,
Texas.
okay.
It's about an hour from Austin.
Okay.
It's the military base, the Fort. What is it called? Fort Hood.
Okay, nice.
So one of the biggest establishments in the United States, I believe.
Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah, there's no doubt. But I trained there. I trained at American Fight Company, and I think it's called Terra Leon now. And Matt Larson's Combat. I don't think they're open anymore, but a lot of the Fort Hood Fight Club is still there. So that's actually military combatives.
Yeah, it's Army though, right?
Army, yes.
I'm gonna try to not touch it on the Army right now because I'm a Marine, so I'll let it go.
I trained it. I wasn't in the service, but I thank everybody that is.
Yeah. So what got you into MMA? Because that's like it's a big step for most people. I understand training jiu-jitsu and like training stand-up and stuff, but actually competing.
that's
a big
MMA
step.
back then. I mean, I'm not huge into UFC anymore. I think it got really.
Trying to water it down.
It got really networked, and it got crazy. But I used to be really huge UFC fan, and told myself one time, I said, man, I think I can do that. So I stepped in the gym. I was actually overweight at the time. I was pushing about 200 pounds.
Oh.
So I figured I needed something, and I thought I could do it. I was one of those keyboard warriors, and so I figured I'd put the keyboard to the side and actually try it out, and I ended up loving it. Small guy tapped me out, and that's really what got me like into it and keep coming back.
So Jits was your start into combatives?
It was my start. It was a full-on MMA, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai gym. It wasn't very big. It was probably about the size of this red mat.
Thanks, man.
So good job today. And it was just like a little sweat hole in the wall, but they were fierce. That's kind of where it all starts. Is this little hole in the walls, and you become warriors out of it.
Yeah, I went to pardon me real quick. When I went to Dallas and I trained at Marcelo Garcia's.
Okay.
It was like a super small, like literally the whole gym was probably the size of these red mats.
Yeah.
And there were so many people in there, like the walls were sweating, the window was sweating.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
That's how it is. We used to see how hot we could get it in the gym.
Yeah.
In this middle of summer, 103 degrees with the heater on inside the gym. You could basically slip and slide on the mat. It was pretty disgusting. But you come back for more the next day. It's gross, but you love it.
It's good training though. I mean, I love, it's funny that you started on a military base, because for folks that were in the military and then get out of the military, I think jiu-jitsu is one of those things where you can kind of find that brotherhood again.
Yeah.
With your training partners, and it's a really good way to let out aggression that you don't really have a way in civilian life normally.
Oh, definitely.
In the military, we get up almost every day, go train and do something,
Yeah.
But you get out in the civilian life and you take all that shit for granted, man. Like when you're in, it sucks, especially in the Marine Corps. You don't want to ever do it again. And you get out, and that's when most people get fat. I mean, I gained good 70 pounds after I got out of the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I forgot. I was just like, I'm gonna keep eating the same thing. But
Might as well, yeah. But you're not active.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I got super fat, and then eventually I found my way back to weightlifting, and then found my way to jiu-jitsu, and yeah, it's been nonstop ever since then.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
It's a journey. You just keep coming back. Like I said, it's awesome.
Yeah, just keep rolling. I think I only had one day where I had a bad day for jiu-jitsu, and I was basically being a bitch. So somebody tapped me out with the same thing like 2 or 3 times, and I basically threw a fit, a grown-ass man throwing a fit, and I walked out, and I sat in the car, and then I thought about my daughter, and I was like, would I let my daughter do this? Would that be acceptable behavior? And I was like, no. So I came in, I apologized, and kept rolling.
You know, it happens. We all have jacked up days, man. But you gotta. It's what keeps you going on.
Yeah.
You gotta keep on striving for what you want. I think majority of the people here are not majority of the people here, but who start, you only have a few percentage that stays.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. But once you actually get into it and you stay about a month or two, you end up loving the sport.
Yeah, embracing the grind is what a lot of people say, and I think that's what you got to do. I mean,
You do.
there are things that you're going to get on a primal level through, martial arts that you're not going to find probably anywhere else.
No.
So that's why I love doing it. So yeah. So right now, what do you do for a living? I think you're just stay-at-home dad now, right?
Yeah, right now I'm stay-at-home dad. Take care of the family, make sure everything's cleaned up. My daughter's still young, just turned 2 this past month,
Nice,
so
nice.
make sure she starts talking first. and
Little
then-
cutie pie.
Little thing. She's a handful, but she is cute sometimes. But yeah, right now. But
The guests always see the good side, right?
they do.
Yeah,
They do, because she's always happy then. But
Yeah.
as soon as they leave, she's screaming her head off. But yeah, as soon as she gets old enough and she can start talking and stuff, I'll probably get back into the fire department, the
Awesome.
fire service.
Awesome. And then here in the Bay, it's I know it's a lot harder to get a firefighter job out here. So
Gotta start from the bottom. Gotta ride that box and you know start just putting the applications out there and see what happens. But you know, it's always a grind.
Did you talk to I call him Mr. X on most of the podcasts, but Chris, the sheriff?
No, but I did talk to Chuck, the firefighter.
Okay,
morning. So
the big guy, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna start trying to get volunteer work with him.
That dude is like, it's one of the reasons, perfect example of why I do jiu-jitsu is this dude is yoked as fuck. Like he's really big and really strong. And without any kind of jiu-jitsu, that dude would he just run through me.
Oh
like,
yeah, Chuck's a big dude.
Yeah.
Chuck is definitely a big dude.
Real nice though, real nice guy.
Real nice guy. Real nice guy.
Well,
But when you can have a 150-pound, or now not 50-pound anymore, I guess 160-pound guy take on almost a 200-pound guy
and win.
and win.
Yeah.
That's the name of jiu-jitsu. That's where it all started. You know.
That's why I like doing it. That's why I got my daughter into it, even though she couldn't come today. Well, she's here right now today, but she couldn't train today. I'll try to see if she can train tomorrow. So
We'll get her new gi.
yeah, I think hey, does your gi still fit? You don't know? Well, we'll find out tonight.
I'll have to bring my wife's gi for him.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Got to get her back on the mats. I know she likes training. So yeah. All right, so we're gonna keep this one a little shorter than normal because I didn't write down shit for Johnny. I had stuff for Mauricio, but it's all good. I'll get him back soon. Hopefully in between his training. Obviously his training comes first. That's his job. So
Hey, that is his job. Make sure you guys be there, February 17th.
yeah.
He said it's a special day, so be there.
It is. He said it was the first.
He started training jiu-jitsu and he moved to the U.S. on that same date.
Yep, February 17th. So we look forward to it. Yeah, and that's it. This is JitsCast. Thank you, Johnny.
Not a problem. Anytime.
Keep rolling, y'all.
Sounds good.
Thanks, man.
Not a problem.
Oh, nothing recorded.